Hi, this is Rachel with Move With Me Books, and today we're going to read a story about Emilia. Emilia Tries the Cello. It is written by Katarina Pliego and illustrated by Jeannine Corcoran. It's about movement, music, and meditation. And so those all begin with the letter M. Music, movement, and meditation. Let's take a nice breath in together. And we're going to hum and go like this. Hum. Humming is really good for our nervous system. It helps us calm down and relaxes our body. When you hum to your favorite song, put your hand on your head and hum, and you might feel a little tickling coming up from the top of your head. Ready? So you can make music with your mouth. You can make music with different types of instruments. This is one of my favorite instruments for meditation. And you could feel the vibration. Listen to the sound until it stops singing, and then we'll open our eyes together and read about Emilia playing the cello. Are you ready? I am. Emilia was excited to put on her best dress and go with her family to a fancy event. She's attending a concert and is going to see a symphony orchestra performed by Giuseppe Verdi. Let's put on our owl eyes to look and see around us. Let's look up and look down. Look to your left and right. Let's see what happens next. With a ticket in one hand and a toy in the other, she finds her seat with her father and mother. She listens to the strings, the brass, and the winds, and then she asks, "What is that big brown thing?" Let's bring one hand and then the other hand, and let's listen. Maybe listen to the sounds in the room around you. Can you pick up a sound? Can you listen to the sound of your breath? Go in and out. Her mom, a musician, explains it's a cello, a string instrument that sounds real low and mellow. Emilia, completely entranced, immediately wants to get up and dance. Let's dance with our upper body. Let's dance the other way. Let's dance with our shoulders, right and left. Let's dance with our feet, tap on the ground. Can you tap and dance with your feet like a tap dance? The very next morning, she goes to her school and picks up the cello to play a tune. End pin, 4 strings, and a bow. There's just so much to know. Let's play the cello with our legs. So you have a cello. So imagine this is the cello and these are all the strings attached, and you're going to pretend you have a bow. I'm going to use my mallet to pretend it's a bow. And you're going to almost like you're bowing the strings up and down, and you're stretching your leg like a cello. Can you do the other leg? Stretch and stretch. Nice little singing of the cello. Have you ever heard what a cello sounds like? With lots of hard work, slow practice, and patience, she progresses from bowing open strings to using all 4 fingers. Let's tap our 4 fingers. Take your thumb and tap your first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. Can you tap your 4 fingers quietly? There are 4 strings. She can play on her own, or she can play with her friends. From classical to pop, the fun really never ends. In addition to playing, she must also sing, read notation in several clefs and keys. Let's not forget about all those Italian terms that Emilia now needs to learn. The instrument can be different, but music theory stays the same for all other instruments she may want to play. Tuba, bassoon, and horn. Emilia's a little forlorn. So many instruments. It takes so much time just to learn Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. She's sharing her knowledge with her little sister, telling her about practicing and playing a vista. They're listening to famous composers and cellists too, enjoying everything that instruments and music can do. We are going to turn our bodies into a star. So wherever you are in your space, you're going to lie down and open your arms and legs like you are a star in the universe. You're going to slowly twinkle your toes and your fingers. Wake up your little star and twinkle your toes and fingers. You're going to bend your knees and bring them into your chest and roll all the way back up. This is the place where she went to the concert to listen to all of those amazing instruments. There are some words here in the glossary. And there was a person that we mentioned in the beginning named Giuseppe Verdi. He's a famous Italian romantic composer in the 19th century. And then there's a vista. Like, what is that? A vista is playing music at first sight with no rehearsing, just playing. And then there are some really silly cello facts. So, a cello has the same register as the human voice, making it very pleasant to listen to. So let's hum really low. Can you hum high? Can you hum together in your whole class or with your whole family or wherever you are with? And then there was a really, really interesting fact that I read, and it said the first cello was made in the earliest 16th century. It did not have an end pin, which is like a kickstand to hold the cello up, and the strings were made from sheep guts. Thank you for reading Emilia Plays the Cello with me. We're going to listen to our singing bowl one more time. Thank you.